Oh, I think we're live. Hey
Yeah.
guys, hopefully we're live. We were having some trouble with StreamYard wanting to go live, but I think that we are live right now. So, welcome. I see everybody's in the chat. Thank you for coming. I guess I'll kick it over to T in case you want to introduce yourself, although I think most folks probably know you since you're live quite a bit as well.
Hey, everyone. Glad you're here. Cool beans. I just did an experiment and found something really cool, so I can't wait to show you. um, yeah. If you don't know me, my name's Tracy. Not afraid of color. Everybody calls me T. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Chow. Hi, Pam. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Jean. Hi, Jay. Even though you're sitting here with me and we've been chatting. I see Lala, Mommy Guide, Pam. Hey everyone, happy to have you. Michelle, I
Indeed.
got your garbage yesterday or the day before. Hi Kelly. Glad you guys are here. So those are some folks on my channel. You can see them right in your StreamYard.
Yep. Yeah, they're
Cool.
the ones that have the little figure eight thingy next to them.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like
Hey Dawn.
Michelle and Kelly and Dawn's here. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Linda.
Linda, hi.
But anyway, I was kind of in the mood to do grungy stuff, and like T really inspired me when she put out sort of a grunge 101 video because it was sort of like I hadn't really thought about the style as an art style before. So I mean, some of the stuff that not to completely plagiarize your video, but like I really thought the idea of building up texture was pretty neat. So I think I'm gonna play around with some single-sided scrapbook paper and see how well I can do at that.
Absolutely. Do you have speaking of building up texture, do you have any kind of texture paste that you can incorporate
Oh yeah, I am sure that I do.
on
'Cause I
stencils? Because
have,
I want to start with that.
yeah, that's a good idea. I did do some pre ones, just FYI, and so that if I actually want to make a card today, the only downside to like playing with texture is the texture paste always take a while to dry. But let's see. I haven't done a
Just do a
map
thin
yet.
coat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Try the do you have a brown lunar paste?
I do. I think I'll do this one with like planes because it looks
Cool.
kind of neat. Um, but yeah, let me look at my stencils and grab something. And we have shooting star on my desk. I have shady on my desk, and I bet I have a brown in my drawer. Let me just grab that.
So guys, I got these today at Michael's and I've never had them before. They're acrylic inks. And this one's kind of an iridescent one. I want to show you what I found out while I was playing around. So this is just a piece of acrylic. And I just took the dropper and it just dropped some around. And then I took my bellows tool and blew around on it a little bit. Just like you would kind of alcohol inks. Just made some little shapes. And then I hit it with a piece of paper. But when you pull the paper up, it leaves these cool patterns behind. So I take a second piece of paper and pull those. And since it's acrylic, once it's dry, I can do sprays and stuff right over top of it.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, look at that neat pattern. It's like under the sea stuff.
Oh, that's neat. And I found the Stampers Anonymous stencil I've never used. So
Oh, cool.
that
Which
seems
one?
very vintagey to me. We'll see how we do. Ooh. What do we have? We have bricks. We have more bricks. I like these circly things.
I do too.
I guess they're bricks too, but you know.
Kind of a mosaic pattern.
Yeah. And I found this brown that I think will be kind of fun. It's probably not reading. It's kind of reading on camera.
Oh, under the sea. Thank you, Pam. Appreciate that. I knew she was gonna do that.
Is she singing for us?
Yeah.
Under the do, 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 do.
It does. It
Yeah.
seriously looks like seaweeds.
Oh, that's neat.
Now I need more colors. I wonder if the Bruce Monroe aqua pigments would work the same. Let's find out.
Oh, that is cool. There's probably a better way to use lunar paste than like with your finger, but I always like how
I
it
don't
comes
think
out.
there is, Jay. I think your finger's your best tool. Hi, Christy. Let's see who else came in. Dawn, I think I said hi.
Oh, hey, Pam. I think I said hi to you,
Hi,
Pam.
Jim. Jean. Hello, Jean. Water. Are you talking about watercoloring with these acrylic inks, Michelle?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Hey, Maddie.
Okay, this is an aqua pigment, so it's going to behave differently, and I'm probably going to lose it once I start adding other medium. It definitely behaves differently on the acrylic. Oh,
I'm
Maddie.
liking this a lot because like the lunar paste makes it look very much like this was paper and then it just got like mangled somehow.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you're looking for. Mangled. So I've
Aged
done this on regular
patina.
paper, so it's not going to behave really well with sprays. Let's do peacock feathers.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
Donde está la agua? There it is. Whoops. It doesn't move around as well. I saw the cutest AALL and create fish ephemera today on Simon
Ooh.
Says Stamp. I need it. I need these fish. So the paints resisted, the aqua pigment kind of blended in.
I'm assuming the lunar paste probably acts like a resist since it's an acrylic product.
Yep, it
Like
does.
once it's dry. But then you could, spray over the top of it but then it would wipe off pretty nicely and you'd still get the brown.
I need to be working on watercolor paper because this paper just does not handle wet very nicely.
That's too bad.
Well, you get a totally different impact when you wet like just a really porous paper that's not meant for water. You don't get the same effect as you get if you're using watercolor paper.
No, that makes sense.
I'll show you the difference here. See, it's going to move around on watercolor.
Ooh,
But
that's
on
pretty.
that other, it just kind of soaks in.
Yeah. I like that blue though. That's really vibrant.
The peacock feathers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was until I dabbed on it, but yeah. Hey, Ramona. You took the plunge from some ink. Oh, yeah, it is, Jean. It's a good thing it's over. You know why? Um, Hippie chick. Oh, thank you. Yes, Pam. I would love that, actually. Um, so,
Hmm.
yeah, I pre-ordered all 12 of the VersaFine Clear new colors because it's one of my favorite inks that I use.
It is really nice.
Hi, Sharon. Greetings. Now, see, I'm sitting here goofing off, and I need to be working. Need to be crafting. That looks good,
Well, you
Jay.
don't need to. I'm just like,
No, I could
yeah,
just
I
be
don't
here and
know.
boss you around.
No, I think
Ping
these are
pong.
like, I mean,
I'm kidding. Oh
I just think
my.
I just think these collage and like projects and like a lot of mixed media, it's like it just feels you never know when you're done, but that's kind of the fun of them.
Yeah, exactly. You're done when you get tired. Or you look at it and you
Except I need
say,
a
yeah, that's
brown.
great. And then you look at it again later and you're like, well, maybe. Yeah, there's 12 new VersaFine Clairs, Maddie.
Really?
This right
Do you
here is
recall
what I
what colors they released? Or did you
no.
just buy it?
I just buy sight unseen. I have all the VersaFine Clairs except for the new ones. And then I bought the last 24 colors of Derwent ink tints.
Oh, I have a set of those I need to try because my dad bought them and then, we're cut from a similar cloth. Like he tried them twice and they've been hanging out for a while.
I really like that
I
pattern
do
on
like
there.
that. I would like this. I wonder if what I wonder what other things are in my under my desk and never used box.
Jean, I ordered them from Del Bellows. I pre-ordered them. They were supposed to be shipping late May. Now she says probably not till June. I can be patient, okay? Because they're out of stock everywhere in the UK. But I bought the pencils from the UK. Thanks to Cindy. I think it was Cindy that posted in my group. You see, Abraham gave me these, and I've never really used them. And they are like color changer.
Oh, neat.
Opal Magic. This one's a teal.
I had a bit. Oh, here's my big blending thingy.
Yeah, they were $10 off if you bought all 12 from Del Bello. You know what I don't have here is water. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get water so that I can have something to put my brush in.
Ooh, this is really saturated. You probably knew that. Yeah, I feel you on that, Maddie. Every time I think I'm really doing well on my low buy, something happens, and then I'm kind of like, oh, oops. I had great ideas, and then a thing happened.
I am
But I
good.
do think VersaFine is like one of the better. Like it's still my go-to like stamping sentiment ink because it just sort of works the first time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to unplug my iPhone from the charger here and grab myself a brush.
Ooh, this is a fun idea.
This stuff's pretty thick. The website that I pre-ordered the inks from is Del Bellows. I
Oh,
was
someone
almost
locally
on
told me
Patty Del
about that.
Bellows' design team, and then I backed out because I couldn't have the videos on my channel. They had to be only on hers, and I wasn't mad. I just, you know, didn't want to do it like that.
But I remember someone locally had said that Dale Bellows, I believe, was they're in the UK, right?
No, but they
oh,
sell
okay.
mostly UK stuff. So they sell
I
Lavinia,
see.
they sell Poppy something or other.
What? Grab a
Oh, that'll
spread
be neat,
bug.
Crystal, if you get to go and do a pop-up live.
What kind of spread do I
Okay,
want?
I kind of got different sort of patterns from that paint.
But I think somebody I met at a local crop really liked them because you can actually get the re-inkers pretty easily, which is
Yes.
always kind of the icky part.
Yeah, Patty orders very religiously. She's a really nice lady too. I think she's in. I want to say she's in Florida, but I could be wrong. She could be in Michigan. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I think I want to do some heat embossing on that.
I don't think I branched out from sentiment colors yet in the VersaFines. Like I have brown and I think the couple grays, and then Twilight, which I love, and black.
Twilight's my favorite so far. Although I really like the Shady Lane. Oh, I can't pick a favorite. I like them all. Hi, Shay. Okay,
let's see.
Yeah.
Just do a little. Oops. Well, I didn't get it on the cat, so there's that.
This stuff is
I
clumpy.
sprayed. Huh?
This embossing powder is really clumpy.
Huh. Do a little. Ooh. That's really bringing out the texture in the stencil.
Yeah, it is. What are you doing
pretty
to
fun.
it? Just dabbing on ink?
I'm playing around with this cracked pistachio spray.
Cool.
And then I'm just sort of dabbing it. Yeah, it's really working. I had sort of hit I brought in a little bit of black soot just to kind of grunge it up a little bit more because it was looking a little overly clean.
Sorry, I won't be able to hear you for a minute.
No worries. There we go.
There we go.
That work out well?
Yeah,
I like
yeah. So I just
I like
splattered
the
with water,
splatter. That's really cool.
and then just threw the embossing powder right over the water. You just got to catch it pretty quickly.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, let's go with. I'm gonna go with my cracked pistachio as well here. Do you have the ink stain sprays or the oxides?
I have a collection of both, but this was
Okay.
the spray stain. I mostly buy the sprays, but occasionally I forget and then buy the oxides, and then I say, "Oh, that's right. I don't own any of those." Except now I do. What is this? This is turquoise. Let's see.
I probably should have filled my water sprayer while I was in there.
Do we have something to dab with?
Oh, you got a birthday present for yourself? Happy birthday, Shay.
Oh, did you? What'd you get? Oh, hey, Jim. How are you? Welcome. Did you buy all 12 colors as well?
It was he was. I think he was naming off the colors of the new
Oh, neat.
dumpity things. I can't remember the name. I'm horrible with that kind of stuff. It's just me. Where is my Uncharted Mariner? Oh, I love pine needles. Oops.
Well, you could use a paintbrush, I guess. I think I have.
They're probably the same price, yes, Maddie. The only one I've ever had to re-ink, and all the time I've had my Earthspine Clairs, is my Nocturne.
Yeah. Same. Yeah, I can use one of these.
What's that sound? Oh, that's you.
Yeah, it was me. I was like,
I'm losing it.
I was gonna try an experiment, and we'll see if it works out well.
I love experiments.
Well, I have this turquoise Liquitex acrylic ink, and I was curious if I just sort of dabbed it on the stencil, how that would work. Which is probably not how you should be using this stuff, but that's okay. I'm sure I will dye my stencil turquoise, but that was probably bound to happen.
That's
well, I mean, it doesn't
fine.
hurt. Like, it doesn't hurt how it works, so I kind of don't care a ton.
Can't figure out where is my doggone Uncharted Mariner. Here it is.
I can say that's one of my favorite colors.
Uncharted Mariner?
Yeah.
I like it too.
And there's another one. It's more of like a gray. I forget if Uncharted Mariner is like there's one that's like a true sort of blue, and then there's another one that's like sort of a blue gray, and I really like the blue gray one. I think that's Uncharted
going to
Mariner.
be Chip Sapphire.
Okay. That's kind of neat. You kind of lost the stencil, but I do like the kind of look.
Lala, I recommend, as a rule, depending on what final outcome you're looking for. If you lay down your texture paste on top of your water soluble ink, it's going to soak up the color of the ink. Unless it happens to be lunar paste or something. If it's something that's totally opaque and is not going to soak up the color underneath, then you can put it on at any time. But if you're going to stamp and things like that, you want to stamp first before you put on any kind of texture, because it's hard to stamp over that texture.
That makes sense. Do you have like a standard process for doing your backgrounds, or is it just
Heck
sort of
no.
whatever?
I just
Okay.
do whatever. Yeah. There can't be a formula, because then it becomes work. When it's supposed
Oh,
to
that's an
be, for
interesting
me, a
point.
free flowing experience.
That makes sense.
Okay, what
Ooh,
other
this
kind?
worked out better when I just brushed in the same direction as the bricks. It gets the bricks, so I'm kind of digging that.
That's cool.
It needs brown, but I'm digging it.
I need bubbles. Tiny bubbles. Pam, sing it. Where are my metal stencils? Where are you
I didn't
guys?
know that was a thing. Metal
Oh, yeah.
stencils? Oh, how
Yeah, and
cool.
I have some that will make perfect bubbles if I can find them. I just lose things. And those things are one of them. Okay.
I think it was you that I saw had like a post about it actually decluttering, and I'm kind of like, I'm kind of in that mood too with spring cleaning.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to make room for other stuff, you know?
Isn't that always the way that like I always declutter, and then I'm like, oh, now I have all this. I have this drawer that is empty. I must fill it.
Exactly. Well, look, I moved all of my 8.5 by 11 colored paper cardstock into the place where I normally keep half of my Tim Holtz stamps. Now they're homeless. So I need to find them a home. And the only home they can be in is someplace big, because there's a lot of them. That's like my
That
probably
makes sense.
biggest collection is my Tim Holtz.
Like those cool Stampers Anonymous ones.
Uh-huh. Yep. All right, let's go in with our let's go in with our VersaFine Claire, since we're gonna discuss VersaFine Claire. Um, let's try Bluebell here. So, and then there's mark making. So just kind of randomly making random looking marks. Ooh. And this is one of my favorite mark making stamps. And this is a Technique Junkie stamp. I don't know the name of it, but it is well loved.
Who was I looking at? Like Elizabeth Craft Design says a lot of those, right?
They do, yeah.
Because I feel like I almost bought one of hers on several occasions. I mean, I've almost bought a lot of stuff on several occasions, so that's not, like that's not a knock on the brand. It's just like there are too many things in my cart usually.
I'm working on my D-Stash, Maddie. I already got rid of my Cloud9 inks to make room for the VersaFine. I've got on my Facebook group, I've got for sale my my big mink, and I'm probably going to get rid of my little mink. And I've got, and most of my foils. I have a lot. And then
oh wow,
just keep one of my mink machines. And I have my switch, my Sizzix switch on there. This is the map stamp that I got from Hero Arts the other week, and it's Mermaid Cove, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, sweet. That's really cool. Oh, wow. That's like a whole map.
Yeah.
That
so for mark making,
sweet.
yes, I would use archival or some other kind of waterproof ink, because you may be doing more stuff over it. And if you use a water-soluble ink, then it's going to disappear on you, which might be okay. Yeah, I mean, again, there's not really a rule. Do I dare do purple on here? I want to. I wanna. Let's do Fantasia. Do it! Do it! You can do it! I made pizza today. Homemade pizza, sort of. We went to Aldi and I bought a
Ooh,
5 cheese
nice.
pizza. Well, I pulled off all the crust. I mean, I pulled off all the cheese and the because I don't like their saucy stuff. I like mine. So I pulled all that off and made my own and then tried my best to put the cheese back on. And then, covered it in all kinds of bad for you meats.
Were you the one who was telling me that you had a pizza that had too much cheese? And I was sort of like, I don't know if
Yeah,
I've
I
ever
don't
had
I
that
don't like a lot
happen.
of cheese on my pizza. I don't like mozzarella cheese. Yeah, I'm weird like that. Now, if it was jack cheese or some other, um, yeah, Gene, I will be destashing a lot of my toner foils because, again, I have a lot of them. I've got a lot of what's that brand that like Thermoweb Deco foils?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have a
That's
bunch
through a
of
web, isn't
those,
it?
and then I do have a bunch of Gina K foils. Oh, thank you, Jesse. You're united with me. All right, I'm going to make sure this is dry before I move on to the next step. But see, Lala, I
What
had
do?
added texture with the embossing powder, and so when I stamped over it, it resisted my stamping somewhat.
What if I just?
That green stuff's a trip.
Oh yeah, that's pretty wild.
Okay, so let's make this card base size, and then I will move from there. Let's go 5. I keep saying one of these days I'm going to whip out my sewing machine and show you guys some tricks. Like how to lower the feed dog so that you can do quilt stitching on your cards.
Oh, are you one of those like paper stitcher people?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Love it. Okay. So next up, I am going to, what is that washi tape doing right there? I'm going to edge this, and I'm going to edge it with my Twilight. Thank you, Shay. Hi, Amy. Well, we're starting anyway here with a background. But I might get out my fish because I love my fish.
Oh, the new ones you got?
The paper rose fish. I made a whole bunch of them and I can't find them.
Oh, that's no fun.
So Jay,
Oh dear.
the if you get like a stencil brush, I love these Lavinia stencil brushes.
Oh,
It's
nice.
great for adding like depth in your image. So I'm using the
idea.
Twilight to create that depth around the edge.
Smart. I guess I don't need a real paper cutter for this.
Because that's water resistant, so whatever I do over it is going to stay put. Let's get some Luna paste out. Let's my this grr is my favorite. Seems
Oh yeah, I
crazy, but
agree.
it's true.
It is great. Come on, another teal card base. I actually organized my paper for once, which worked out pretty well. Usually I'm just sort of like it's in some phase of disorganization.
Same.
Oh, hey, Amy. I didn't see you come in. And thank you. She said both are looking good.
Thanks,
Ooh, I
Amy.
love that with with that texture on the top. That looks super neat.
Oh, thanks. I knew I had a bubble-ish sort of stencil. So I got myself hooked up into another Netflix series, and then Bridgerton started today, I think. I'm in trouble because I'm busy all weekend. So I got to be up all night watching.
Well, I know that's still pretty fun.
Yes.
Hopefully, you don't have to
So,
get up
yeah.
like stupid early or anything.
Well, and then you know how it is with cats. Most days I am awakened earlier than the Lord Himself.
Yeah, especially if they're slightly snacky.
Okay, let's get some splatters on there. Spatter, splatter, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if I want any on there. This is still pretty wet, but. I no, I'm not listing anything else today. Haven't had a lot of time to kind of go through my stuff, which is kind of a bummer, but yeah. Cuz I wanted to list the big stuff first.
Oh, that
Like
makes
the
sense.
whole set of inks and stuff like that. I'll probably get rid of my Catherine Pooler inks too.
No, I mean,
I'm not a fan.
really? Okay,
I love all of her colors, but I don't like the squishy ink pads.
I see.
I am a Tim Holtz, Gina K kind of girl. I like and
I am
Simon Hurley. I like
exactly.
the hard ink pads. Let's see. Do we want some white splatter in here? Nope, we don't.
But I mean, it does kind of make sense to like destash stuff you know you're not going to use.
Exactly, because it's just going to dry up, and
Yep.
then I'll never be able to use it.
That's maybe one more.
Jesse.
Unless you can buy more stuff.
That's
Hmm.
okay. You can call your dog that because that's what she is. I'm just trying to think. Do I want to throw anything else at this thing? I'm kind of waiting on those splatters to dry because I don't want to wet them. I want them to stay like that. Okay. Oops. Let's don't throw the brush on the floor.
It's kind of interesting to me how like everybody either really likes or dislikes squishy ink pads.
Yeah.
But there's like no one who's really in the middle who's like whichever is fine.
I just
This
don't
is
have the skill with them, Jay. Every time I stamp with them, it bleeds.
well, and I think who was it? I think it was Mary Gunn who was saying like when she went from the benefit of the harder ink pads is that like if you flip it, you're not gonna like turn your couch or sorry, turn your carpet like
True.
whatever color the ink pad is. Which I kind of like, that's kind of like in a world of pets, I can see why that would be a good thing to have.
I have to keep a lid on my lemonade, otherwise flies like to land in it. So I
We haven't
just
quite
drink out
gotten
of a
to that
mason
season.
jar and keep a lid on it.
Well, that's smart.
It's kind of a hassle. All right, let's see if I can track down all my little fishes. I have them all like in a thing.
Oh, you just take like an afternoon and die cut a whole bunch?
Yeah. And then lose them.
Well, they're just somewhere you haven't thought of yet.
You guys in here. Eh. Boop, boop. Nope, not in here. Look at this paper I got from Michael's. Isn't that crazy?
That's
It was $3
wild.
for a 12 by 12. But I bought a couple from Bruce Monroe. They're not quite like that. They're a little bit different. But for two of them, I think I paid $7.99. So it's pretty close. Pretty close. This is a little bit prettier. All right, fish.
Yeah, they've always had a lot of those like chunky glitter papers that I've looked at, and I've been like, I don't know what I would do with that. I think if I put it on a card with Pam, she might shoot me. Because actually, now that I think of it, I think someone gave me one of those in like a care package. There we go.
Don't mind me. I'm still looking for fish. I'm still fishing. Oh, but I did find a piece of fish net. Okay. Well, you know what? I'll probably just have to make new ones because I have no idea what I did with them.
Well, that is a sure way to have them turn up. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm good at losing things on my desk in the middle of streams, and it's like I can't find them. And then, of course, 4 seconds after I'm done, I'm like, oh, that's where they were. Somewhere reasonable the whole time. But, I aspired to be an organized person someday.
Me too, but it's not going to happen. I mean, I'll get everything organized, but then I'll disorganize it. Where'd that piece of net go? Here it is.
Oh, Shay loves your paper.
Thank you. I think I want this to be colored. What color do I want it? Red. What did I do with my splat box? Yeah. was here a
But you did
month
influence me
ago.
to pick up Rusty Hinge finally.
Oh, you have it?
I
Look
got
at
it in a
this.
spray and thought I didn't have it in an ink pad, and then looked it up my distressed ink pads, and of course I have it because, you know, I have too
This,
many
I
things.
think, is elephant hair paper.
Ooh, wow, that is wild.
Isn't that crazy?
It's so translucent.
And yeah, and it's got a shine to it. I hope it's not people hair. Well, it'd be okay, I guess, if it were people hair. Other people's hair kind of freaks me out, though. Like, I'm not somebody that likes to get haircuts because of that. Where is the splat box? This is insane. Oh, there it
What do I
is.
need? What do I want? I do like this piece. Oh, I have some on my trimmer. Well, that makes sense.
I'm so sorry that, Maddie. Look, I bought all of this stuff back when I had a job and I had a lot of money to spend. Now I don't. So I've got here Burning Ember Distressed Mica Stain that I'm going to spray this with. We'll see how
Ooh,
it works out.
that sounds fun. Like that.
Well, it's a metallic color, so it'll
I
look cool.
mean, yeah, it's hard to go wrong with a metallic color. Although obviously, like, I like the metallic everything, so
Yeah,
you know.
I do too. What are you wanting to buy from me, Shay?
Everything. Hopefully, well, that.
Oh, you're talking about affiliate links?
She's got them.
Yeah, in my group under guides.
Yeah, there's like a whole Word doc of them.
Big long list of it.
Yep.
But I don't have an affiliate with Del Bello, but that doesn't matter. I mean, oh no, you can't stop working. Oh, okay. That's just steam coming off of this whip. Freaked me out there for a minute. I thought it was smoking.
Oh. Well, that would be no bueno.
Oh my God, Jesse. Okay, we've got naughty ladies in the audience. And I love them.
I always like spirited folks. It's always a lot more fun.
Me too. I like everybody pretty much. I've got a whole slew of backgrounds here I can cut fish out of.
Yeah, you have like a whole background box, don't you?
Oh, I have
I feel
4
like.
or 5 of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's because that's what I'll sit and do sometimes when I'm uninspired to do anything else. Okay, I might get a fish I want out of there. Definitely get a fish out of that.
Which is 4, 3 by 5.
Oh yes,
That's...
definitely that one. Not gonna be able to fit a ton of fish on here.
That's fine. 3 by 4. Oh,
I need more fish dyes. No, I didn't know there was a free Finnabair class for journaling. Amy, I don't have time. I am busier now that I'm retired than I ever was while I was working.
I mean, I can believe that. Uh,
Okay. You guys see what I built myself up quite a little arsenal here on my desk.
well, that's cool, but that's not. Needs a little help. Uh, well, we need. Oh, we have an apricot. Apricot would work. Maybe. You have a visitor.
Oh, nice. Beep was in here earlier, but he wanted out. He just wanted in here so that I would give him his 5 o'clock treat.
Ah, I see.
Sometimes he thinks 4:30 is 5 o'clock.
Yeah, Linux has that problem. Or 7 or whatever,
Yeah.
like whatever time it is.
12
I mean, you're
noon.
here, so, I feel like that's cat logic, like, you're around doing something, so you might as well, like, do something with me.
Oh, yes. I like this fish. Okay.
That's more distressed.
Let's get a little spotted texture fish going here.
A little sparkly something.
The bigger fish. This right here is HTV vinyl, like for iron on.
Ooh,
And
oh,
I
neat.
ironed it onto a piece of paper and it made all these really cool little bubbly texture things.
Oh, now you can cut stuff out of it? Or use
I
it
don't
as a
know. We're going to
background
find
or
out here in a minute. Dawn's going fishing this weekend. Cool. Yes, you can cut stuff out of it. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm going to need a little one of that guy too. This fish set is okay, but like a lot of these fish, like
Ooh.
they have these bones that come out, and you could inlay if you wanted to, but nah. Oh, I love that. Okay, a couple more, and I need some different color options. I'm not crazy about these color options. They don't stand out enough. Where'd you go, Jay?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay, he just got quiet.
Oh, I was waiting to see what color you were working with. But yeah. No, I get into the crafting sometimes and forget. Although I need to figure out, not everything needs a sentiment.
Sentiments are overrated, I like to say.
Well, sometimes I'll just leave stuff blank and then, can figure it out when I actually need a card for something.
Yeah, true.
Especially if it's I mean, this is a fairly odd card, so like it'll probably go to one of my friends anyway, so it's probably less important to figure out the sentiment.
I got an odd card from Talise today. It was pretty cool.
Oh, did she give you one of those creepy clowns?
No, doggone it. Now this glitter paper is like a hard glitter paper, and it doesn't die cut very well.
That's a little sad.
It's got a plasticky. It's funky.
Oh,
NASA.
okay.
Funky NASA. Find something else.
Whoop. There we go.
Just kind of wanting gold.
There we are. Gold would be cool. I mean, it would match your texture pretty well.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, the cat moved my camera. That's why I'm missing helpers. Oh, my helpers.
That's enough fish cutting.
Though I am kind of impressed by how fast the Empress is.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lunar paste that guy. And oh, lunar paste in Gold Rush.
Well, maybe I'll look at sentiments. We'll see. These are butterflies, so I'm gonna go with maybe not a butterfly. We could do sending hugs, just as like a little one. I'm not loving it.
I hardly ever do sending hugs because I'm not a hugger.
I am, but only with like certain people, you know. Like there's a lot of people you wouldn't like send a sending hugs card to.
It's not that I dislike. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Where are my tweezers, y'all?
Oh,
Guys, go.
I like you. Where'd my block go? Oh, right in front of me.
Got to be buried here. There they are.
Till. I knew you were here. Yeah, I mean everything's usually buried if you need it. It's just sort of like Murphy's Law.
All right.
I know.
Let's start to build a card here. What color card base?
Or I could take my own advice and just use Twilight. There's an idea. Like, I'm so bad at that where you're like, this is the best ink for this thing. And then I find myself like using a different one. And I'm like, why did I do that? That was stupid.
Oh, you're all right, Jay. You're all right.
Well, no, it's sort of like, do what I say, not what I do.
Oh, that's a good idea, Elizabeth. She sends hugs because they're paper hugs.
See, look how pretty that color is, even though it's reading as black on camera. I assure you it's dark blue, but I just love it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful color. The Monarch's a really pretty color, too.
Ooh, I don't have that one. What was the other one? I just picked up Pinecone pretty recently, and then I have some gray thing I haven't used yet either. Oh, this isn't gray. Yeah, Morning Mist. It looks almost green gray.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it looks green compared to the blue and the black, but it looked like when I was looking at the swatches online, it looked like a color. I would really like. So I should probably take it out of the drawer and like put it on my desk with all the other VersaFines I use for sentiments, so I remember to use it.
Right. Hi, Joyce.
Oh, hello.
It's my friend Jay.
I don't feel bad about it, Dawn.
You're coloring
Hey, Elizabeth.
pineapples. Who? Sing it. Pam, sing it. Somebody sing it.
Did Pam write a pineapple song?
No, but the SpongeBob Bob song. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? That song. Okay, we need a charm here. Let's get a charm.
Oh, I love your fish. That's so cool.
Thank you. This room is a disaster, and I have to go live with Dawn and Betty Penny in the morning. And I'm going to be tired and grumpy because I watched whatever I watched for the wee hours. All right. I've got a starfish. Pam would love it because I have a dinosaur. Dinosaur. The people that were in the ATC swap with me on my channel everybody got charms in their swap.
Ooh.
There's a shell.
Kind of like that.
What you putting on there? Cookie dough, lunar paste?
Yeah, I thought it looked a little dull compared to the shiny background. So I was like, I think I'll just hit the background with a little bit. And then I sort of got into just sort of distressing it all with lunar paste.
I need something to tie those.
It's just like on these super thin layers with like porous paper. It's like you have to be very speedy or it just sort of dries. Although had I intended this, I probably would have like done it a little bit like as its own idea, but that's okay. Whatever.
I see somebody talking to Heather, but I don't see Heather anywhere.
I don't think I see her either. Oh, you like my little anime thing? This is one of my many printables, Lala, because I'm somewhat printable obsessed. I think we talked about this last time we streamed together, but like ever since I got a color laser, now I can do color printing that's like not that's water safe. So like then I can just sort of do random things. And no, I don't quite. There's some concept happening here, and I don't know what it is, but I'll have to, you know,
Heather is Jessie.
just
Thank
make
you,
up a
Jean.
just
That
make
was
up a story.
confusing.
Oh, yeah. Well, it gets kind of weird because it's like people's handles and their names are different, and it's sort of like if you're sometimes it's easy to forget. Like I think you had to tell me Maddie's name about 5 times before I started remembering that it's like Maddie. It's not empty nest. You know that's not a name. That's just a handle.
Oh, you share YouTube with your hubby. Okay, that's cool. I do not. My hubby was trying to share mine, and the stupidest stuff kept coming up in my recommendations. Like, get off my YouTube account.
Well, it's funny because my mom is like very I don't know what word I want to use that's correct, but like doesn't like the idea of like having a trail on the internet. So she always uses my dad's account for everything. But then it's sort of like they like
Oh,
different stuff. So I think it just confuses the ever living snot out of the like Google
yeah,
and YouTube recommended because it's like he's super into painting and she's super into ceramics, and then they get kind of, then they sort of get cross recommendations, and
yes, yes. Oh my goodness.
should see
Am
if
I going
my
to be able to
other.
tie this stupid knot? Yes, I am.
I still haven't mastered bows or twine or ribbon or all those things on cards.
All the things.
Well, I mean, it's like I don't know. When I started, people always were like, I don't know. People were sort of like moving away from that, and now it's coming back, of course, because everything does after like a couple years. Ooh, are you dry? You are dry. I could cut you into panels. This can is super neat. I really
Yeah,
like
it
that
is.
stencil. I ink it a little bit more. Well, I kind of like it the way it is, but I would like to chop it up, I think.
I watched this YouTuber. Her she goes by Marley, and she's
Okay.
a maker for Tim Holtz, but she lives in
Ooh.
Austria. And I saw a YouTube yesterday, I want to say, on her channel, where she went out in her garden and set up a table and just put a whole sheet of like craft paper, like that you would wrap with, on this 6-foot table, and it covered the whole table.
Okay.
And she just went to town doing this kind of stuff on the entire sheet. Mark making, spraying, throwing paint, everything.
Wow.
Stamping. Yeah, and it came out so neat. Put my little lunar paste fish on here.
That would be cool. Really cool being a maker for Tim Holtz.
Yeah.
Although you'd probably like need a new house just for like all this stuff you'd accrue. But
Probably.
I mean, there are probably worse problems to have too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Need some popper uppers. Well, I was on the Technique Junkies design team for a year, and we got, if we were willing to make with it, we got the entire release every month, and she released something every month, like 12 stamps. Red rubber.
Wow.
Yeah, so you know how much space red rubber stamps take up. A lot.
Yeah. What was it? Last time I went live with Jolie, she pulled out like a holiday decoration storage bucket of like just red rubber, like
Mm-hmm.
and more red rubber. And then after that there was some more red rubber
Yep.
and some blue rubber mixed in with the red rubber, but
Well, then she's got a stash of wooden stamps too.
she does. Cause like every so often she'll have to take one off the block, where you have to like essentially heat up the adhesive and then peel it off.
Right.
Although I forget who it was. Someone was telling me that like they had like a chair rail molding, if you know what I mean, like where they have like the little mini shelf like halfway up the wall, and they
Uh-huh.
just like organized all of their red rubber stamps around the perimeter of their craft room, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Um, of course,
Hey,
obviously
Blossom.
the new one. Oh, hey, Blossom, how are you? Yes, Julie says she has a stash of everything. Yeah, Elizabeth really likes the Simon Hurley inks.
Mm-hmm.
I think when I tried them at one point, but I think I didn't quite understand how the hard ink pads worked. So, just the joys of being new.
Yeah, there's that. And then, kind of like you were saying earlier, if you get yourself into a certain type of ink, it's hard to make yourself, well, it's hard for me to make myself move to something different.
I don't know. I sometimes like to try different things, but yeah, you're just sort of like, I don't know. You do sort of the mental math on like the how much it'll cost to buy into the ink line you want
Mm-hmm.
when you kind of like, I don't know, have your sort of come to realism moment on like how much stuff you buy, and you're like, well, you know what I mean? Like, it's funny because like people have asked me about like inks and markers and stuff like that, and it's sort of like, well, what you should really do is just buy a couple in the same color family and just use those. But do I do that? No, of course not.
No,
Like in
that's
theory, it's a good
somebody.
idea.
I don't know what to say about that somebody that told you that. Uh, somebody practical.
I don't know. Being practical seems like it would be kind of interesting.
Right? Pass.
You really like that big brick, I think. I cut the 4x5 1/4. Do I have enough to do? Well, I have enough to mat at. Maybe I'll do a different color card base. Ah, last noises. What color do I want? Oh, I have to look in my bucket. That's too sparkly. Ooh, brown would work.
Do you, Elizabeth? Do you like the squishy ink pads? I don't like squishy ink pads, but I'm wondering how you're liking them.
Oh, which ones did she try?
She bought some of the splash ones, the Simon Says stamp ones.
Oh, okay.
I think the only Catherine Puller ink that I'll keep is my cotton candy because it's the only one in brand that is a super light pink that I've found so far. We'll see when I get the Versafine. I think we'll just have him swimming right up over that. And I guess I have to have a sentiment here.
We don't have to.
I kind of do. I don't know what though. I'm. Oh gosh, that's so cool, Blossom. I am so excited for you. I have a cookbook that belonged to my grandmother, and it's got from the 1930s. It's got fudge fingerprints in it from my mother.
Oh,
My
that's so
fudge recipe
cool.
page. Yeah, it's a household searchlight. It's got some weird recipes, weird ones.
I have some travel stickers, I think. So neat, though. Like, I think my grandmother's recipe box is preserved. I hope so.
Yeah, I went to a yard sale one time, and I know I've told this story before on my channel. And these two daughters were having an estate sale for her mother, and she had this big Betty Crocker cookbook from the 70s that was full of recipes she'd clipped and handwritten, and they sold it to me for $2, and I was really bummed. Not I was
Wow.
bummed because they didn't care about it.
Yeah. That's weird. I would think you would want to keep it just like for the family memories, if nothing else.
Yeah. Who knows what their family was like, though? You just never know.
Well, that's true. Oh, I have those. Those. I had them.
Let life, oh, let life surprise you. That's what it's going to be.
Avalanche. It's fine though. No cards were injured.
No cards were injured. Okay, good.
I mean, I wasn't either, but the cards it seemed were. The cards are probably a little more interesting. Ooh.
I'm okay. Let go. Okay. Let us find a strip. I'm so bummed that I am out of the scrapbook.com long skinny strips.
Are you a fan? I haven't tried those yet, but they look like
Love
they.
them.
I mean,
That's why I'm
okay.
almost out. Wow, I lucked out, and that was exactly the right length. Um,
Do I have anything else? Wild and free I don't like.
See, you do all that work and then you cover it up. Hi, Shauna.
Yeah. That's always the hard part. I mean, I guess you could always just like, that's really pretty. Oh, let me make you big. That deserves a big screen so people can see it. I can figure out where my mouse went. We have our moments. There you go. I love the fish. Those are so cool.
Yeah, the fish are great, huh?
Well, I love the fit. I love how they're like metallic-y.
Yeah.
Like even that, like the blue metallic is super neat.
That is, yeah, that's some really cool kind of, it's kind of a color changer too. Like
Oh,
for
okay.
ironing on t-shirts, see it goes purple to green, purple to green.
I
Hey,
like that.
Linda.
That's a cool card.
Thank you. And I'm done. I'm done.
Me too. I
Let's
will. I
see.
guess I'll
Let's see
show.
yours.
Let's see.
Thank you,
Well,
Heather.
actually,
Thanks, Christy.
my other background is still drying, but let me grab it because I really like how it turned out. So this is the one you suggested with the this really cool like mosaic stencil.
That's super
If
cool.
I It is. I think I keep adding to it. Like I keep feeling like it needs more layers of like ink
It
and
does.
distressing and stuff.
Yeah, it needs some
So
splatters and probably some stamping.
yeah. So I'll
Yeah,
probably keep working on it for a while. But
absolutely.
I really dig it.
That's cool.
Um and then I cut up my second one for this card. I guess I made all no, the other card is not made today. But this is this map background that I sort of dripped some acrylic ink on and messed around with the stencil, and I don't
Cool.
know, it just looks like a map that's been through the ringer. I want to
Yeah.
try. I think forget if it was you or Gaz who showed a neat technique where like you can like basically saturate this type of pattern paper and then like crinkle it up and basically get like a really wonky texture.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so much you can do. So yeah, I
well, and
do
it's
like to
like I
do.
have 48 sheets of this stuff and it was $3. So this is the one I made ahead of time, which is basically just some stamping and some sprays and some random brayering of brown ink on it, like right here, just because.
Is that a pencil on there?
No, this is the actual. I think this is actual pattern paper. Had
But yeah,
this.
I mean, but I like under the butterfly on the top right, that looks like a pencil, like a picture of a
Oh, it is a
pencil.
pencil. It is a picture of a pencil.
Okay, that looks cool. What did you
Yeah,
stamp
it's
with?
this is old. Maybe
I
not
mean, what
old.
ink?
Oh, this is Catherine Pooler Uptown. But
Okay,
then I kind of misted over it to make it bleed. So like this is
yeah,
intentionally bled out,
looks
which I
cool.
kind of like do. There. I did a Christmas card where basically you like stamped, you sprayed it to bleed out the dye ink, and then once it dried, you restamped it, and it was a really cool technique. So I kind of like that look of dye ink that's bled out on purpose, or whatever you would call that, you know. And then then this is a printable, and then I messed around with some cookie dough lunar paste because it's my favorite.
Is
They're
it
nice.
already kind of a grungy looking picture when you print it out, like the spotty looking, or on
No,
the
it's just been
t-shirt?
grunged up a lot.
It looks great. I love it.
Yeah, it looks really clean in its original format, but it looks really grunged up after a few layers of ink and a few
Cool.
other things.
Awesome.
But yeah, those are the two I made. I'm pretty stoked about them. But I had fun. Thank you.
Oh,
Do you have
were you talking
anything?
to us? Oh, because and Delise was
Oh,
asking where you got that pattern paper from.
oh, this is from Michael's. Let me grab it. It's somewhere right at hand that I may have lost. It is this, and they might have this at your Michael's because it was on sale for $3 at mine for 48 sheets, which I originally got it, oddly enough, for, if I can find it.
I think I saw it when I was at Michael's today.
Yeah, I can't even find where this paper, the one I, here it is. I got it almost solely for this typography paper
Mm-hmm.
because I really like that look, and I also got it in for this ledger. There are a couple different colors of ledgers,
Mm-hmm.
which is hard to see, but so I got it mostly for that. But I haven't used any of that paper at all. So I've used 4 different other sheets of things for background. So
Well, you ought to, if you can, join us on a Friday morning when we're doing our junk journal. Well, I'm having Betty Penny on tomorrow morning,
oh, cool.
and yeah, she got me. That Betty Penny got me.
Well, and I don't know. Just watching her work is always interesting, and I really like her cuckoo clock.
And she's really sweet too.
Yeah.
Oh look, there's a heart on my desk. Where did that come from? Okay, I'm as bad.
Well, I was going to ask you if you have anything special coming up you want to tell folks about.
Oh my gosh, I have a big secret, and I can't tell.
Okay.
Other than that, let's see. We have gosh, I have a lot of videos coming out this, throughout the month. A lot of pre-recorded videos, and then we have our Is it Sunday, Jay? Our live pop on
Yep.
Sunday for
The 19th, I think.
Kendra's card challenge, which is going to be fun. Yeah, secrets. I have a secret. I have a big secret. And so I'm real super excited. And oh my gosh, you guys. That's all I'm going to say on it. I've been keeping it on the down low and pretending like it didn't happen so that I don't get too nervous. So that's it for me, I guess. Bitty Penny live with me and Dawn tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, 9 Central. Jay, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. And especially since I didn't do my live today because I really did not want to spend that many hours live. Oh, look, Pam made it back. But I appreciate you having me. I had a lot of fun with you. Jay, are you there? Oh, he's frozen. Am I frozen too? Oh, no. We lost Jay. Come back. His internet must have frozen up. Yeah, I know I'm good, but I don't see Jay anymore. Yeah, he's gone. I'm the host now. So what's Jay got coming up? I feel bad. Oh, bad storms in the Midwest. Okay. No, I didn't say the secret. I can't say the secret. It's a secret. I can't even give a clue. But as soon as I can, I will. How's that? All right. Well, I'm going to say good night, everybody. And Jay says good night too, even though he can't be here to say so. Thanks everybody for coming. Don't forget to drop those thumbs ups and all the things. What are those paint bottles? Paint bottles. These, Delise? These are aqua pigments from Brutus Monroe.
Sorry about that. The
There
internet.
you are. Okay.
Well, my internet connection decided to bounce. So anyway, back.
Yeah, Delise was saying there were storms. The ones on top. Um, these right here. The Opal Magic. These are acrylic paints. Is that what you're talking about, Delise? Yeah, these are Opal Magic acrylic paints. So they are color changers, stuff like that. Are you still there, Jay?
I am,
You're here.
yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah, I was just saying goodbye to everybody, so I'll let you say goodbye.
Well, thanks everyone for coming. I don't have anything new or special at the moment to plug, I guess, other than we'll continue next month with the streams on Thursdays and Sundays because everybody seems to be loving them. So I guess that's all I have, and I'll say goodbye as well. Hope you guys
All
have a
right.
fantastic rest of your week.
Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
I can't find my glue pen. I'm going nuts.